Welcome back to the finale of Cabernet. Today I want to take the power. Bonsoir, bonsoir.
Hello, lovely.
I want to buy the finest drink that you have. I will take a medium one and I will take a large one. Thank
Coming
you.
right up.
Medium. Perfection. And let's go.
Evening, Trophime.
Take me to the
Could
manor.
you take me to the Countess's manor, please?
Please.
Of course, my lady. Your wish is my command.
Are you sure you want to proceed? Yes.
Perfect. Let's head out.
We finished everything that we needed to finish here. It's time.
Thank you kindly.
Yes, thank you.
Victoria
kind.
knows something about what happened at the rally.
Yes.
I have to get to the bottom of it, or I'll never find Kolya.
Can I enter this place without them knowing I am here?
Locked.
Yes, we can.
Eerie to be inside this room again. Alone.
Someone is coming.
This is half of what you promised, Grigor. Half.
Well, what did you expect to happen when the Countess shifted production towards the main cellar? We have barely any bodies to work with. It's a miracle we even got this much.
Why
All
you
I
call
know
them
is
bodies?
that the Countess is not going to pet you on the head for this.
You are enjoying this, aren't you? You're still blaming me for that scar.
Not at all. This is just business. Bad business at that. Now give me your monthly books. I'll move them to the Countess's safe spot.
Fine. You know this game is rigged.
The
and
game
it
is
won't
rigged.
last forever.
Time will tell, dear. Off you go.
Oh, you are
Mm-hmm.
evil.
She'd never tell me anything if I confronted her. This is better. I bet there is something among the Countess's papers that I can use to find out the truth. I so hoped that I would never have to come back down here ever again.
It's okay, Poopy. It happens.
It's too dark. I'll break my neck if I walk around here like this.
Again, you're a vampire.
2, 5, 10. Good. Surprised that it's all still there. Why the old bat insists on keeping
Money.
her change here, I'll never know.
You are stealing
None of the
money.
cells down here feel like a safe spot. I wonder where she is going. Let's take a look, shall we?
A tiny key.
Huh, a tiny key. What could something like this open around here?
A door.
And some more money.
My money
Nobody here learns their lessons, do they?
now. My money now.
Why did she stop? Of course, a hidden safe.
No.
Liza, are you spying on us or here to steal? Either way, you're coming with me to the cellar.
Shit. I was spotted. Liza was in prison for breaking and entering and died away from her vessel. What?
This cell. Didn't think I'd ever come back here. Wouldn't wish waking up here on my worst enemy. The key fits. I was curious about what's inside from the start. A sheet of paper. I have to admit that's a little disappointing.
Maybe we can find a riddle found in a drawer of the countess' basement.
What does it say?
Where is the riddle? There you go. Come on, let me use it. Okay. My first home so dark and alien, a cocoon for my fragile transient state. Next, the instruments of my education, rigid, unyielding, cruel. Last, the most paramount, the gift, neath my crown that has brought me such might.
Is this a riddle? What could it mean?
Ah. What could it mean? Maybe what we need to find? To open the thing?
It won't budge. That could it be the answer?
Yes. Sorry, I pressed too much. Enter the combination.
Let's see. So, according to the riddle, I should first touch the...
I cannot. It says first where she came from. The woman's pelvis.
Then I should tap the...
Then it was the instrument.
Nothing happened.
Okay, wait. First, my first home, so dark and alien, a cocoon for my flesh, so that was good. Next, the instruments of my education, rigid, unwielding, cruel. Last, the most paramount, the gift neath my crown that was brought to such
Is
might.
this a riddle?
Yes, okay,
It
so...
won't budge. Could it be
Yes,
the...
is yes.
Let's see.
Combination.
So, according...
We should touch the woman's pelvis, then
Then I should...
men's hands,
Finally,
because it was cruel.
I should press the...
Men's face, woman's eyes, child's head.
That's it.
Easy!
It worked.
Easy.
So, what do we have here?
Envelope. Official document. Chart. Necklace. Official document of
Wait.
what?
What's this?
A list of names with a town hall sigil.
It has Kolya's name written on it.
Dead soul list. Parasite. Damien. Philip. Foreigners. Deceased. Oh my god, so many deceased. Deviants. And dissidents. Kolya. Oh, Kolya says deceased. He's dead. He's dead.
Deceased? No, that can't be.
They killed the
It also
brother.
lists Gosha as deceased, and I just spoke with her. They can't be dead.
Envelope.
This envelope looks just like the one I, took from the Skvortsov house. Feels like a lifetime ago. There are receipts and invoices inside with the town hall sigil. A lot of these seem to be for some sort of construction.
Construction of what?
There's also some sort of chart here.
A strange child has found the country's surface secret. And the
A
necklace.
pearl necklace. But it's quite dull and yellow.
That means it's old.
It must be incredibly old, yet somehow looks so familiar.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on here, but I should certainly pay a visit to Town Hall. I need to head there right now and get to the bottom of this.
Can I read those stuff? Feedstock. So the vampires like grew up?
What could possibly be inside this envelope that's so important?
Break the seal.
Oh,
I'm noisy.
I'll just give it one glimpse. No one's going to notice. Nothing ventured. Documents, receipts, shipment orders. A lot of these seem to be for some sort of construction. The language is really dry. It's hard to make sense of any of this. Savelli did plan on supporting businesses though, so not too surprising. Still, not sure what all the fuss is about. Maybe I shouldn't have risked opening the envelope after all.
I'm nosy. Look into purchase orders, science.
These look like purchase orders by the vodka bar from City Hall.
Huh.
Documents. A lot of these seem to be for some sort.
You already said that, right? Read into the letters?
It seems among others. Can't quite
Okay.
document. A lot of these.
Good. So Kolya is dead. Oh my god, you were
Did
here!
you think you were the only one who can turn invisible and follow people? I saw you closing the safe. What the hell are you doing here?
You bribed the shooter? No, the countess sent me.
Relax. The countess sent me here herself to put something inside the safe.
I don't believe you. She would have warned me first.
Maybe you're not that important anymore. She doesn't trust you.
Look, I'm sorry to tell you this, but she just doesn't trust you enough. These are some very sensitive documents. and
Very sensitive.
Right now, she didn't want anyone else to see them.
My face. There you go.
This is ridiculous. This can't be true.
I know it's hard to believe, but that's what happened.
Maybe you're the problem.
If you don't trust me, why don't you check for yourself?
Fine.
Now let's get out of here. Bye! Woo!
Better latch the door before she gets here. There. She won't be getting through this.
Idiot. What is that?
Let me out. Let me out right now.
How about no?
I don't think so.
Hey, you know, sounds from here don't travel far.
Really? What an interesting fact.
I already know that.
My
though.
coffin isn't here.
Oh!
You will let me out by sunrise, right? Right?
No. I doubt that. You killed Petya.
Ooh, I doubt that. Sorry.
Sorry.
But sure hope you have a good night.
Have a good night, Pookie.
You bitch!
This is for Petya. Now that's what I'm talking about. Now I feel better. Now I feel better. We just,
Locked.
of course. We just revenge Petya. And I love that. Alright, let's go.
I must get to the town hall as soon as possible, please.
At your service. Go, Marta.
Marta, go! Petya is dead. Complete chapter 6.
Thank you, Trophine,
Tip.
for your trouble.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now let's
Oh.
tip him.
Just one last thing.
Say nothing. I don't care about Victoria. Say nothing.
Never mind, actually. All is well.
All is Gucci. Go have
Goodbye,
fun.
my lady.
Goodbye.
Go, Marta.
Go, Marta! Chapter 7. Cabernet. Ooh. Are we gonna find out things about the Cabernet? What are you doing here?
Yvonne?
Yvonne?
Oh, it's you again.
Why do you hate me so much? Where's Gosha?
Where is Gosha?
She's dead.
I don't have the foggiest idea. Haven't seen her since yesterday.
That's strange. I barely remember seeing you two apart.
We didn't
She's
leave on
dead.
the greatest terms.
Oh,
Perhaps she took our fight to heart. You know how you ladies are.
I will punch you in the
Us
face.
ladies?
Punch him. Let
I meant-
me. No.
Passionate people.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here at this hour?
I could ask the same of you,
I have business to attend to.
but I won't, as I respect the privacy of my fellow citizen.
I don't trust him.
I hope the same courtesy can be extended to my person.
Are you gonna use the bomb? Okay, move on.
Where
No,
is-
no, 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 no.
That's
We did.
I don't want to
Oh,
press that.
Us.
Come
Right.
on. Move on. What is your plan?
What exactly is your plan here, Yvonne?
I know the plan, but I just want to see if he's gonna tell me.
You're a doctor, Liza, aren't you? Must have been hard to earn your degree, especially as a woman.
He does look like PewDiePie. Is he?
All the science you had to learn, books you had to read, exams to pass. You must be very gifted.
What's the problem?
I myself was never a gifted child, if you can believe it.
Honestly, I can see it, you know?
I was never good at arithmetic, or physics, or chemistry.
That's fine.
I struggled with the subjects until I realized that personality, innate charisma, could be an even greater gift.
I think you know what you're watching on YouTube.
That changed a lot of things.
Get to the
I
point.
don't have all day, Yvonne.
Have a little patience there, Liza. The most important lesson I learned was that people are scared of their own incompetence. It only takes a few careful words to begin leading them down the right path.
Right path. Or your path that you want to lead them.
If you speak with conviction, with righteousness, people will believe you. People will follow you without question, no matter the trials,
You
no
know
matter
who,
the cost.
you know who spoke like that? Someone from 1930s.
Well, most will. People like Gosha occasionally create complications. But no matter. All I need to do now is provide that initial spark of action.
What about the people?
But the people trust you. Are they really so expendable to you?
Unlike the thieves and murderers in the town hall, I know exactly what people need.
No, you don't.
I'm also the one who's willing to do what is necessary to provide it. It's as simple as that. All the vision, all the hope in the world is nothing without clear action, unburdened by lesser worries. Before the sun rises, justice will be served for the common folk at
I
last.
feel like you're not attacking the
Say,
right people, though.
You've been a useful asset to the cause. When that kid, your brother, went missing, I thought we'd never see that package.
I should go. Kolya needs me.
I still hope you'll come for the show before the sun rises.
I will.
No one wants to miss out on the day of reckoning.
I just want to see him fucked up, you know? And I want to see,
The
I want to
day
see the
of
boom.
Reckoning. That can't be good.
Nope.
Now,
It is what it is.
search the town hall. No more distractions. Locked, as expected.
The balcony it is. Okay. There you go.
Unlocked. Perfect. Looks like someone is still here. The mayor must be working late. Good. Time to answer some questions.
Good. Not good.
Countess Orlova?
Liza, darling, is that
I
you?
didn't want to see her.
I was just
Bonsoir.
finishing up some work. I certainly didn't expect to see you here.
Hi, Shady. Yes, we have Babushka Kapi here. We always have her.
Do you have a form to file for the city head's attention?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, I'm afraid all the bureaucrats are already gone.
Yeah.
No one's putting in the work nowadays, you see. Banker's hours.
It's late.
It is pretty late, at least by human standards.
Ugh, don't get me started on that. The whole country daydreams about getting plastered in the evening and then leaves with the first whistle.
It's called having a work-life balance book.
And then they wonder why the economy's going pear-shaped and the country is in pig's shit. But I digress. What brings you here tonight, darling?
Errand for Savely.
Oh, there is this project I've been helping the mayor with. He asked me to survey the peasants regarding their workload and report back with the results.
Did he now?
Yeah.
Hope it's all right with you, Madame Orlova.
Of course, dear. How can I say no to taking initiative? Next time, though, run those things by me. All business requires due diligence.
Will do,
She just
Madame
wants
Lova.
to know everything that happens around the town. She doesn't actually care about people or the vampires.
I'm actually glad I ran into you, dear.
Oh,
There was something I wanted to discuss.
sure.
From the moment I saw you on your first night in that dirty little nightgown, something told me that you are special.
But
You don't know this, but the envelope that you were tasked to retrieve from that house was quite valuable.
was it?
I was trying to work out a deal, and man alive, it got me quite some leverage at the time.
Glad to help.
I'm glad I could be of service.
Don't flatter yourself too much, honey. Now, stay with me for a minute.
Do I have
How
to?
familiar are you with the works of the stock market?
Are you gonna try to make me buy like stocks and stuff?
It's rather simple, isn't it? People invest into companies and futures. If they guess right, they get a payoff. Not much different from a casino when you think about it.
Pretty much.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Whoever correctly predicts what will happen receives a substantial payoff.
Predict.
Sounds like a fun time, if you have the money.
Oh, it is indeed, dear. Good fun.
Good fun.
Now, I know you've wrestled some with your new identity. Tell me, where do you stand on your eternal life nowadays?
Complicated.
I keep going back and forth on that one.
Fair enough, dear. I found that there isn't one correct answer myself. However, none of those fools playing the game have what you and I have. None of them live long enough to see the truth and learn their lessons.
That's
Any
kinda true.
vampire who's lived longer than a century and not become rich is a waste of opportunity incarnate. We can invest in people, play them like cards in our hands. We are able to predict what will happen better than anyone because we've seen it all happen 1,000,000 times over right before our eyes. But even other vampires, none of them have our heads on their shoulders.
What exactly are you trying to say?
She wants me to work
Have
for
I
her.
not made myself clear? I am offering you to become my protege, silly. You've earned it. You've proved yourself.
No, I actually want to unalive you and take your power.
Victoria, Hussar, and all the others. None of them have what it takes. But you and I, we can move mountains together. You'll live with me at the manor, and I'll teach you all there is to know about running a thriving business, an empire. We will bend the country itself to our very will and live like the queens we deserve to be.
No.
I don't think I can.
Don't tell me. I know what bothers you.
You.
It's your missing brother, isn't it? Well, what if I told you that I could reunite you two before sunrise?
She's.
How is that possible? I don't even know where he is, let alone the fact that he's arrested.
For as long as I've lived in this country,
Is
and
she a
it's
vampire
longer
now?
than I care to admit, dear, the law has never worked the same for people like me versus people like your brother. I can promise you not only his freedom and safety, but that your whole family will be taken care of for generations to come.
I don't like this. It's like something, that is too good to be true and stuff. And she wants something, and I don't like that because she will be like, oh, but I help you, and I help your brother, and I help your whole goddamn family. Now give me your soul. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I'm not happy about it. I don't like this. No. That's a lot to process.
That certainly is a lot to process.
I understand, dear. But I know quite a bit about business, and this is one hell of an offer. You've proven yourself worthy. You've earned the right to power in our ranks, and now you may choose what to do with it. Come with me, and we can change the world together.
No.
What do you say?
I feel like you are a bitch.
Madame Orlova, thank you for your generous offer.
But no.
But I'm afraid I can't accept it.
I hate you, honestly.
That is truly disappointing. I expected more sense from someone like you, dear.
I want to put a stick to your heart.
I'm afraid I have to run now. Time is money, as I always say. Oh, and good luck with finding your brother. Hope he is well.
Mm-hmm. She's so evil.
The Countess was just holding that. Anna Karenina.
A classic, huh? Can I open it? Maybe there's something in this book.
There must have been a reason why the Countess was holding this, right?
A secret passage or something, I don't know.
Wait, there are some odd markings
There
in
you
here.
have it. I think if you're putting all of this in a sentence might mean something. I need to take my pen. Wait. Also, do you like this? Isn't it a gorgeous? It's gorgeous. All right. We have P. We have demon. The word demon. We have the word Pushkin. Demon appears. A demon? What? What? I made some words here, but there are a couple you can see, but there are a couple that I cannot make as a word, so I have no idea. Maybe it's like the old English.
Savelli's scales. Wonder what he needs them for.
Investigate.
I can't move them. The scales are built into the table. They must be a part of some mechanism.
Ah.
This is to commemorate Savelli's first day in office. It must have been around the same time I was turned into a vampire. Time flies. Savelli doesn't seem like the kind of man who would drink at work, yet these shot glasses are always here.
For what?
Strange. Why don't I borrow them for a spell?
A shot glass found on the Severus desk.
That's quite a collection. Savelli must be an avid reader.
Can I use
Savelli's
it?
scales.
Put
Let's
the shot.
see.
Put the shot on the right.
There.
Oh.
Something clicked.
Easy.
That must have been part of the puzzle. Stability. Huh. Clever. Quite an antique. Must have been here for ages.
That's a Doberman.
The
Look at
man in the
sign.
painting was one of the town's first government officials back in the 14th century. Don't know what's more shocking. How much has changed since then, or how much hasn't.
Look at the dog.
What a beautiful dog. Makes me a little sad that he isn't alive anymore.
This is the room behind. So the door and behind the books, there is another room. There is
The
another room.
colors and decorations of the room are different, but it looks so similar to this one. If the man in this painting is an old city head, he probably posed for it right in here. Could it be? If that's true, then there's probably a door behind that bookcase.
Yes. Open it. How do we open it?
The hints from Anna Karenina must be leading to this. Some of these books are decoys. Which books should I pool, and in what order?
First is Pushkin. Who's Pushkin? What did he wrote? The captain's daughter. He wrote the captain's daughter. Let's go. Then it says here like a demon. Faust. Then the Lucky Mill. And then the Hero of Our Time. Book drop. I won't drop it though. Let's fucking go. Let's freaking go. Oh, that was so nice. What the fudge. I love that.
I'm guessing this isn't where he keeps his winter clothes. Let's see where it takes me.
This is nice though.
If someone told me about this, I would have called them a liar.
This is nice though, like... Oh shit.
Goodness. No matter. No way but forward.
Like compared to the cellar in the Countess's like house, this is beautiful.
How deep does this rabbit hole go?
Here we are.
What fresh hell is all this?
It's...
Why is there a hidden prison underneath the town hall?
So they will make the Cabernet.
This must have been what the construction bills were for. Hello?
I know the guy. Not you, the other guy.
What did they put you in here for?
Shh, don't hear us. Go away, we don't want any trouble.
Damien?
How are you holding up, lazy bastards?
Kolya!
Don't mind me, folks. Keep to your business. Ha!
Blood. Maybe this is where Gosha was. Why can I not use this?
Oh my god! Kolya! Kolya! Kolya, can you hear me?
Huh? Liza? What are you doing here? How did you find me?
How do not did?
It doesn't matter. I came to rescue you.
Check the
Let
wound.
me take a look. The wound is terribly infected. He must have sepsis.
He's gonna
He
die.
won't last through the night.
Make him a vampire.
That bad, huh?
Yes.
At least they didn't throw me to the lower level.
Lower level?
Whatever it is they do down there, I never want to know. I think they treat me better than some since you gave them some coin back then.
Oh.
Thank you.
Don't even mention it. Those greedy bastards. What did they do to you?
Nothing they didn't do to the others. But my old wound from the rally never quite seemed to heal.
At this stage, and in this place, there's only one way I can save him. I need to turn him. For that, he must drink some of my blood. But will he even agree to it? Do I even want this life for him?
That'll be fun. Come on, Kolya. We're gonna have so much fun. Attempt to
Dr.
turn Kolya.
Volkov once explained to me how to turn people.
Let's do it!
Kolya, listen to me carefully. You're in bad shape, but I know a way to save you. I know this is going to sound insane, but you'll need to drink some of my blood.
And you're
Before I do, you need to know. This will turn you into a vampire. Just like me. And you will never be able to go back to your old life.
Me? A vampire? Your adventures have certainly taken you to some wild places. But Liza, you're the same as ever. Always trying to make sure I come out all right on the other side. I'll do whatever you ask of me.
Let's go!
I trust you, Liza.
Woo! We're gonna have a brother
That-
vampire. Let's go.
That means everything.
Ouch.
All right. I'll have to bite you, then feed you some of my blood. But first, I'll do something to help make the pain go away. Ready?
Ready.
Sing Mother's Lullaby.
Hush now, the sun's gone to sleep. Close your eyes, rest now in peace. In the morning
This is so dramatic.
you'll awake and the darkness will flee. And the light will await you and me.
The light of the moonlight.
Await you and me.
Nice.
He's in a trance. I should perform the ritual, or he will be gone forever.
No. Come on. That's a weird sound.
He should be safe for now. At least as much as it's possible under the circumstances. I can't stop now. I need to understand what's going on.
Fricolia. Can I speak to you?
Demian? Are you alright? Why are you here?
I wish I knew. They raided our village the other night.
Oh. Marussia?
Did they take Marusa too?
That's the thing. They only wanted a handful of people. They knew where we lived and called us by name. Marusia wasn't on the list.
Can you tell me more about what happened?
They grabbed some of us from our homes, put us in shackles, and brought us down here one by one.
It's the Cabernet.
Kept calling us parasites.
Ugh,
Bastards.
honestly.
If they didn't put those chains on me.
Parasites. Just like on the list I found in the safe. Do you think it's possible they targeted the unemployed in your village?
Now that I think about it, all of us here haven't worked the fields in a little while. Could it be... Is that why they locked us up?
I'm not sure yet. Let me investigate a little more.
Liza, be careful there, please. I saw some people taken there. Nobody came back yet.
Thank you.
Alright. How do I take you out though? I have no idea. Not yet though. Not yet.
I
Gosh.
don't want to go. Where are you taking me?
Is that a
You'll
snake?
just have to see for yourself. Please, let me go. Sorry, pal. It's not up to me. I don't make the decisions.
Yeah, but you cannot do them, you know?
Not up to me. Please, I'm begging you. Let her stay.
I'm sorry, Mom. It's not up to me. I'm just doing my job.
Oh, what?
Come on, Miss Morozova. Let's hurry this up. Country's orders.
Let go! Let go of me!
The father is drunk. Of course he
She
is.
will get better. I promise. She knows all the treatments. She's a doctor herself.
Right. Well then, she can cure herself where she's going.
Alexei, do something.
He's drunk as fuck.
What's going on here?
God damn it, Owen!
Come on, let's head out.
She was here. This is how she was turned? She was dead here? What?
Kosha? Are you alright? What happened?
Liza, I can't believe it's really you. Listen, what happens in here, it isn't meant for human beings.
How did they find you? Ivan said he saw you recently. That you two got into a fight or something?
We did. He didn't seem to care about all those people who he lost the other day.
Of course he
It
doesn't.
made me question if he was the right person to lead.
He's not. He's crazy.
I was stupid enough to tell him that.
Are you saying?
That's right. The police were still looking for me after the riot, and that smug bastard turned me in.
Honestly, I believe it.
Can't say I'm surprised.
He's a douchebag.
It's my fault for believing in him in the first place. There were so many red flags. I should have known.
He's a man.
Don't blame yourself, Gosha. You only wanted what's best for the people. That son of a bitch is to blame for all that.
On the bright side, at least I know where everybody is now. Or at least was. Silver linings. Huh?
I'll help.
Just stay put. I'll try to get you out of here.
Thank you. Just be careful. These people, they aren't joking around here. If you don't make it back here for us, I'm not going to blame you.
Why is there
That
so much blood?
snake. It's the same symbol as on those documents.
It's a Cabernet. This is how they're making the wine.
My God! The stench! I'd be sick right now if it was biologically possible. I've never seen anything like this.
Is that people?
Ugh, such rancid blood. Not even the worst of us would dare try to consume this. Is that...
Yep.
They skinned them.
Oh.
Why the hell would someone do this? I need to get out of this room right now.
Oh, this is awful. It's a human factory.
What the?
I would have never guessed this is what they're doing. I would have never guessed.
This place. This monstrous place. It's so familiar. No. So similar. Similar to that room from before.
No.
I don't feel so good.
This is how she died. The doctor!
This is where we keep them, Doctor. Are you sure you want to proceed? Goes without saying, but it isn't safe.
Quite sure, my boy. They are still people. They deserve some compassion.
Of course.
Oh my god.
Well, if you don't mind,
Yes, yes. I'll take it from here.
I want water. I can't.
Thank you. Good luck.
Goodness. My name is Dr. Volkov. I am volunteering here for the next few days. Is anyone up and ready for an examination?
Doctor, over here.
I'm the doctor now?
Evening, young lady. When was your last checkup?
It's not for me. The woman on the next cot, she doesn't speak the language.
You sure are burning up yourself.
Nothing to do about that. Not anymore.
And what makes you think so?
Cholera wasn't treated in time. Kidneys are now affected, so the truth is, in a place like this, I'm afraid I don't have long. But she still has a chance, though, if you act quickly.
Is that
So
so?
it was treatable.
How do you figure?
She has dysentery and needs intravenous therapy right away. We haven't had a doctor here in days. I tried to tell the nurses, but no one will touch us. There's not much time left, Doctor. Just see for yourself.
Let me take a look.
You? Why do you have your eyes red? What the fudge? You.
Let's see. She's certainly malnourished. High fever. Now, where is...
There's no chart. They don't bother to keep records for us here. But she's often nauseated, and there's blood in her liquids. Don't ask how I know that.
I see.
So they just
In
let
that
the
case,
patients
I believe
die.
you're absolutely right. We shouldn't lose any time. Nurse, prepare an intravenous drip right away. Please and thank you.
So Liza couldn't have died if she was treated for her symptoms and stuff, right?
Excuse me, miss... Sorry, what was your name again?
Liza. Morozova. How is she?
Well, the patient is still resting, but I think it's fair to say she'll be all right.
Good.
Where did you learn all this, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a doctor as well. Just graduated from the medical academy.
That's quite impressive.
Thanks. All the good it did me. You're that traveling doctor people in town were talking about, aren't you?
I suppose I am. Listen, Miss Morozova, how would you like to be my assistant? It happens so that I just got an opening at my practice, and I'd hate for this kind of talent to go to waste.
Oh, doctor. Why would you tease me about something like that now? You and I both know I'm not getting out of here alive. In a different life, perhaps?
Perhaps it could be.
So this is...
So that's how it happened. Dr. Volkov must have also been the one who brought my things from home, too. No time.
That wasn't that bad.
No time for any of this. I need to press on.
I mean, it was bad because she didn't get, you know, the prescription that she needed that could have saved her life. You know?
This equipment is not unlike what's in the doctor's study. What are our limits as researchers? Do they even exist? Purchase orders for Cabernet and
meat.
This one's for the vodka bar signed by Jurgis. I need to find a way to get inside.
The meat. Oh shit!
Got you, you little weasel.
No. Ooh. And what did I stole? Did I get the key? Yes. Good. Now stay here and you won't see me. Perfection. Now go.
This is it. Time to face the truth.
Whew. So you knew
What
that...
did I say? What did I just say, Tamara?
So you knew about all of those.
That's
Wow.
right. I said not to disturb me during my peak productive hours.
You look very productive, yes.
The decrees won't publish themselves. Besides, Why, you aren't Tamara at all, are you?
Wow, such a good perception you
I
have.
suppose a welcome is in order. What brings you here, my dear?
Would you care to explain your slaughterhouse here?
Slaughterhouse?
Yes.
Oh, of course. You must mean my blood export system. I can see how it may appear a little jarring to an unprepared visitor.
A little.
A little jarring. People are being tortured and killed right outside this very door.
See, I wish more people expressed genuine curiosity before casting judgment.
How is this curiosity?
Isn't that what science is all about?
Are you insane?
This isn't science. It's a bloodbath designed by a madman.
Liza, I thought of you as a much more rational person, a contributor to society. As you know, I care deeply about my fellow man, my neighbors, those working so hard just to get by. During my early years in government, oh Lord, this takes me back. One of my responsibilities was to pay visits to officials in different provinces. I met people from all around the country, from all kinds of backgrounds and all sorts of trades. It didn't take me even 2 months to realize that everything was rotten, inside and out.
And you become rotten
Chaotic,
as well.
in complete disarray. Every little town was exactly the same. Hospitals shamefully understaffed. Roads ridden with potholes. Good people suffering in poverty and drowning in drink. And no one did anything about it. No one even cared. They were too busy lining their own pockets.
So you did the same.
Police and most of my colleagues, all corrupt to the bone. Bureaucracy stopping any feeble attempts to take action. It made me boil with anger, Liza. Livid, I swore to myself that once I rose up, I would get rid of the chaos that is our country, that I would turn it around. Help my good fellow citizens.
You're talking a lot and not.
Design.
So you think you succeeded?
So you really think you've succeeded?
Since I've become mayor, the town has improved, wouldn't you say? In only a few months, local businesses have received loans, roads have been fixed, willing people have jobs.
And you kill the others. Willing people.
Willing people?
That's right. Honest, hard-working people. And that's exactly where the system comes in. You're a smart young lady. You must understand that money doesn't come out of nowhere. Say, a building needs to be fixed. You need to take the money out of the town's budget. But it's all been squandered or stolen by your predecessors. Ultimately, nothing gets done. Frustrating, isn't it? But what if there was a whole demographic of consumers in constant need of expensive liquid product?
Wow.
Cabernet.
Exactly. I learned about the existence of vampires once I climbed high enough as a government official. It's not that big of a mystery as long as you have the right connections, you know. It's shocking that your species, some centuries old I might note, was sitting on a gold mine, but had no
It's
clue
insane.
how to adapt it to
I
the
would
modern
have
world.
never thought it was
It took
you.
me 5 minutes talking with the countess to put 2 and 2 together. By producing Cabernet, she managed to make enough coin to run her estate. But she completely missed out on a bigger opportunity.
And what exactly is that opportunity?
The old crone drained using archaic techniques. Her manor cells only offering space for a few. But you and I, Liza, we know that we live in a burgeoning age of industry, of endless production possibilities.
And if you kill your whole town, how are you gonna make the Cabernet? The people are gonna... Dude, capitalism is not working the way you think it is.
Moreover,
I swear to
she
God.
only made Cabernet from those of noble birth, foolishly thinking that
Like if
blood
you're
was
killing
purer.
them, you're killing the produce.
But you and I, Liza, we know of the equality of man, that deeds determine true worth.
Where are you going with this?
My operation quadrupled turnover by draining lawbreakers, the slothful, illegal foreigners. It uses the parasites of the earth to lift up society. Everybody wins, Liza.
The parasites
You,
of the world. Oh
me,
my God, you're...
the good townspeople,
You know who's the big parasite? The rich people.
the deserving citizens of our country.
No, you're parasites. Rich people. This is barbaric.
You're out of your mind. This is barbaric.
My system solves 2 problems at once. It disposes of those who seek to keep us in ruin.
Have you thought that maybe because you don't give them a fair chance at life, that might be the problem. They don't have the same opportunities as the others. Have you thought that maybe you are the problem?
And it provides significant income to benefit the people. Unfortunately,
your people, like
the Countess
people like you,
managed to find out about my enterprise and threatened blackmail if I didn't cut her in. I didn't mean to bring it up, but if a certain someone didn't steal my private correspondence, I would have made a much better deal. All the profits would have gone into the town's budget, and our fellow citizens would be better off. But like they say, water under the bridge. A good politician knows how to work within limitations. In any case, Miss Morozova,
it doesn't look like.
I do apologize. I bent your ear for far too long. I take it that you managed to find me all the way down here for a reason. How may I be of service?
Kill him. I came to put an end to this.
I came to put an end to this horror. You have spilled enough blood, and it stops now. Even if it's for the sake of the greater good,
It's not the greater
just
good.
can't be a part of this. What's going on here has to stop.
I will make you stop it.
Liza, you're breaking my heart.
I will break it, but like, not metaphorically. I will actually break it.
I'm truly sorry we couldn't make a deal. Before you go, I've always loved that old counting rhyme. Do you know it? How does it go again? Crescent came out of the fog, took a knife out of his pocket. I will cut and I will hit. Either way, you will be it.
No! God damn.
What happened?
Oh, you're up.
Where are all my things?
Mayor Skortsov ordered to lock you up, I'm afraid. All your property has been confiscated.
That bastard.
Liza, why didn't you kill him? I swear to God. You don't
You're
know
the
how
first
to do
vampire
business,
I've guarded,
Liza.
you know? Fascinating stuff.
I will kill it all.
What an honor. My coffin. He must have ordered it to be brought here so that I don't fry in the morning. How long does he intend to keep me here?
By the sound of it, you're in for the long haul.
Shut up.
Nothing personal, miss. Just doing my job.
It's full of fresh blood. This would last me a while, only I can't bear to drink it, knowing where it comes from.
I do still have my inventory though. You know what? You. Damien? How you doing? I think I might do a deal with you now. His name is not Damien. He just have a face as a Damien.
In a
Hi,
cage
Dragomir.
yet again. Have you learned no lessons?
I thought you were gone.
I thought I wouldn't get to see you again.
It takes more than a little jape to vanquish a presence like mine. You betrayed my trust once before.
I did, yes.
I do not hold it against you. While I rested, I hoped you would find your own path. Nonetheless, looking at your soul anew, I can see that I was right about you. It is clear you've discovered your own path towards becoming a lion, a predator of the night.
That's not
what you're saying. That
I don't think you
isn't
see
me.
it.
Tell yourself what you like, child. I look upon your spirit, and I see the truth. Your destiny shall go beyond this prison cell and swamp of a town. How tedious it must be to have a wolf's blood flowing through your veins, but to be bound to a sheep's body.
What do you want?
But those days are almost over. There is just one more step left before true power is at your fingertips.
What is it?
Show the one who put you in the cage who you really
Yeah,
are.
you know what? With that, I'm fine with that. Yes, sure.
Drink every drop of his blood.
I will do that.
Feed on every scream he emits.
For this, yes.
The reward will not leave you wanting. Are you ready?
Yes, absolutely.
It would be my pleasure to destroy that bastard.
Very well.
Make the deal. Let the world burn.
You are now again bound by your vow. I will set you free once more, so you may fulfill it. Find your warden. Take from him what you deserve.
With pleasure.
Oh, I'll take every single drop.
Once balance is restored, you will be granted your true power.
Thanks. I like how that sounds.
Then you can show them who you really are.
I will destroy
All of
everyone.
them. Every single one. Now go through that door and sow the seeds of chaos. In this world, they are the ones that yield the mightiest crops.
Thank you, Master.
I will enjoy this.
Farewell, child. You have proven to be a worthy investment.
No, thank you, Dragomir. Thank you. Your time has come. Bonsoir.
What are you doing here?
Haven't you seen the portal?
Guards, come here right away.
They aren't going to help you this time. In fact, I'm afraid nothing will.
Don't you come any closer.
Oh, boo-hoo.
I'm warning you.
Are you scared without your cards? Oh my goodness. Cry me a river, bitch. Drink every fucking thing out of it. I am intoxicated by blood, I don't give a fuck. Every single drop. Die.
It's you! What have you done?
It's your turn now.
Surrender right now. You hear me?
True power at my fingertips.
Snap the fingers. Oh. 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 Burn, bitch! Burn! Can I burn him as well? No, I can't. Ah, too bad. Your turn.
It's over. You are finished, lady.
Pookie, you need a stick to the
You
heart.
stay right where you are.
My pleasure.
Now that's what I like.
And this is exactly why we can't trust the rotten government to execute our rights. It is time for a better future. It is time
Is he
for
gonna kill
everyone to
everyone here?
unite. It is...
Liza? What are you doing over there?
Her face, though. Ah. I snapped my fingers. That was all? No, no, but I wanted to see. No,
The reward.
I can't.
I can't do it. This is not who I am.
If only you listened to me. You could have become the maker of history.
Yeah, that was fun.
The master of rulers. The forger of destinies. Instead, you will stay here forever, imprisoned by a mortal fool. Let this be a lesson to you. So much potential wasted. Pity.
Is that the other ending?
Hello.
I know you.
We've met before, haven't we?
Couldn't say. I meet a lot of people in my line of work.
You used to guard the way to Savelli's office.
I think I remember you. You were with that lady with the scar, weren't you?
Yes, exactly. My name's Liza.
Luca.
So,
how do you feel about the work?
So, how do you feel about the work?
I could do without the blood, if I'm honest. And the people's screams. I don't even want to think about that.
Then why do you keep doing it?
One day, I was notified that I was promoted. I was pleased. Could use an extra coin or two. They didn't tell me much. Just ordered me to go down the stairs.
Oh.
And then what happened?
When I saw all this for the first time, I was horrified, of course. But once they bring you here, there's no way back. If I tell anyone what happens in this place, they'll just drag me back down. Only, I'll be on the other side of the bars.
How about we work together to destroy
I've got a
this?
family that depends on me. I can't abandon them. I'm afraid this is my life now.
Move on.
I have to get out of here. And I think Luca might be able to help. If I can just make him trust me a little more, perhaps I can enchant him. Of course, there are always other ways. Say, Luca?
Quotes from his book.
How are you enjoying War and Peace?
Have you read it?
Of course. I'm a physician, and Tolstoy often reflects on the ethics of my trade, and upon life and death. A man can own nothing while he is afraid of death, and to those who don't fear her belongs everything.
Huh. So you're a literary type as well. That's quite refreshing.
He seems to have warmed up to me. I may be able to enchant and influence him now.
Lately, I only talk with people around here due to my shift hours. They aren't the most cultured bunch.
And that's
That
okay.
must feel lonely.
I don't want to complain, but all they do in their spare time is play cards and drink.
I would do the
I'd
same.
like to talk about something a little more interesting.
Oh,
I feel like we get along just fine, Luca.
I reckon so.
That was easy. Now listen here, you little shit.
Listen to me, Luca.
You are gonna
Here's
let
what I'd
me
like you
out.
to do.
Unlock the door.
You will unlock the door and hand me the keys.
Now. Thank you. Well, that was easy.
I don't have much time before they start looking for me. I need to get out of here and tell everyone what's going on. But first, I need to check on Kolya.
Come on. He's a vampire.
Thank goodness you're all right.
Welcome to the club.
Liza, look at me. Is this normal? Am I dying?
You died, basically.
Depends on how technical you want to be. You'll be fine. Don't worry.
Luca! Luca! What the hell happened here?
They're already here.
We need to go.
How do we get out of here? We'll never get past the guards.
Invisibility.
I don't have the time to teach him how to turn invisible. Have you read Ostrovsky's Thunderstorm?
What?
Watch me and do the same.
Bet. Good.
I can't believe I'm flying.
Yes, let's go.
Let's get out of.
You! Where do you think you're going?
Quick, Kolya. Move towards the door.
I was towards the door. I don't know what. I couldn't open the door though. Jesus Christ!
I don't have.
Ay, ay, ay. Come on, Kolya. Come on!
Liza,
Shut up!
What?
What?
Go. Come on!
I can't believe I'm flying.
You! Where do you think...
Let's go. Go!
It's her!
Whew.
Severely warned that she can turn invisible. Look.
Yeah, look for invisibility. Good job.
We
Oh
needed
my
help,
god.
Kolya. I can't believe it.
Outside is worse.
Wait. What is going on out there?
Phew. The bomb.
Our people
The
have been
bomb!
enduring this tyranny for centuries. Ruler after ruler after ruler. The story is always the same. Oppression, poverty, unlawful imprisonment for true heroes, like my friend Gosha, who was apprehended last night with no notice or reason.
He turned her in.
And what does the ruling class get? Palaces, gold and power. Don't trust the honeyed speeches of the new officials. This is the same fairy tale we've been told, but it's all lies. And this is exactly why we can't trust the rotten government to execute our rights. It is time for a better future. It is time for everyone to unite.
insane.
It is time to burn this place to kingdom come.
How about you eat that bomb?
Wait.
What the hell?
There are people locked up down there. We need to save them.
Don't listen to her. When the tyranny stops today, the power goes to us, the people.
How do you intend that? By becoming you? A dictator? Ah!
No regrets. What? Why didn't it explode? Gosha, you bitch. You deactivated it, didn't you?
Oh my god, Gosha.
Terrorists now! Don't let him get away!
Woo!
Did she say there are people still inside?
Yes.
Quick! We need to help them!
Hurry up, everyone!
Really to save the people! Woo! Oh, completed chapter 7. Let's go. So that means we have a chapter 8, December 31st, 1999. Phones?
Hello?
Shut up.
And a happy New Year's Eve to you too.
Shut up.
Of course. I'll pass it on. Thank you. What? No. That won't do at all. You promised to come visit for the holidays. Don't you remember what we talked about 100 years or so back? You need to take care of yourself. Otherwise, you won't be able to help your patients.
Is this a doctor?
That's better.
He's still alive.
Please send my love to Marina. Speak soon.
Who's Marina?
That man would work himself into the grave if he could.
She might still be alive in real life. She probably
So
she's
glad
alive.
he found himself such a nice partner. She makes him take a break once in a while.
The
No
doctor
more
has
work
a
tonight. I need to take my
wifey.
mind
Let's
off
go.
it. What's on TV?
Let's see. Oh my
My
god.
dear Anastasia.
My cupcake.
After the divorce with Evgeny, she changed her last name back to her maiden one, Anastasia Tsvetkovich. It's been almost a century, but it still feels like it was yesterday when we parted. I remember it so well. After years together, I confessed to you my true nature.
GG's?
You were startled, but compassionate, comforting as you always were. How I wish you had accepted my offer to turn you. But You chose a mortal life over the one I have, soulless and eternal. I, in turn, was understanding too. Besides, how would you listen to your beloved choirs within churches as a vampire? Rest in peace, my love.
Aww. Oh, I can save. Nice.
Paulina.
Paulina!
I think I took good care of her over the years. I still maintain that till this day, it is the most beautiful doll the world has ever seen. Not
Is
counting
Petya still
Matilda,
alive?
of course.
She doesn't have anyone to kiss. Honestly. We turned the cat into a shut up. We turned the cat. Oh my god, the cat is a
I may
vampire.
have never mastered the piano, but I always admired the instrument. Sometimes I wish I took more classes with Anastasia. Only have myself to blame. My dear Augustus.
It's a vampire cat.
I simply can't imagine my life without you. We made the right call turning you into a vampire cat, didn't we?
That is so scary to have a vampire cat, I swear. What is this?
I don't usually care much for awards, but this one feels special.
Best in the field.
It's the highest honor given by the Medical Academy.
Nice.
For groundbreaking contributions to hematology. All that blood research the doctor and I used to do really paid off. Took decades to conduct, but luckily, I had no shortage of time. Had to use an alias, of course. Can't keep my real name on the records. Otherwise, over the decades, people would catch on. Especially now with the internet. Anyway, the name may be fake, but the lives we helped save were very real.
Good for you, Poki. Okay. Yeah, what is on TV?
Well, Oksana, only a few hours left till we get to celebrate the much-anticipated year 2000.
The new year is flying fast towards us, and what better present for the nation than the first annual address of the newly elected President Chernov?
Absolutely. It's been a tumultuous year for our country with the tragic, sudden passing of the former head of state.
A TV with buttons and dials, yes.
Luckily, Anatoly Chernov promptly took matters into his own hands, first as acting president and now as president-elect, after the results of the official emergency referendum.
That's right, Maxim. President Chernov has already demonstrated his firm and efficient governing style. In his short time in office, he's issued orders to reinforce the defensive military budget and has also introduced a zero-tolerance policy towards illegal immigration.
Finally, our people will have the much-desired stability back into their lives.
Yes, because that is the problem.
Can't wait to hear what he has to say at midnight.
Me too. Say, Oksana, what are you going to wish for when the clock strikes 12?
Well,
I feel like I know the political orientation of those who made the game. Exactly, fools. Oh, I hate that.
Looks like your ride is here and
Elisa!
already causing a nuisance. That bastard woke me up from such a beautiful dream.
You only just got up?
Jeez, Elisa, you only just got up?
I hated waking up early when I was a human, and I hate it now, too. You of all people should know that about me.
Right, of course.
Are you two lovers or what?
Hey, are you all right?
Yeah.
You know you don't have to do this, right? Besides, it's not going anywhere. Why don't you come to the party with me tonight? Should be good fun. Arbin sent us a case of that delicious vintage Cabernet.
Time. Shut up, Sedmi. We don't have
I admit,
a
it's very
prison,
tempting,
okay?
But I'm sorry. I can't. I have to do this on my own, and I have to do it now. I don't know why, but I feel that tomorrow won't be the same.
Fine. You've always been a stubborn one.
Look who's talking.
Any room can be a prison
you
if you're
can call
brave
me
enough.
anytime, right? If you're in any trouble at all, just send a word and I'll tear them apart before they can say Happy New Year.
Oh, thank you.
I bet you would. But I'll be fine, I promise. I'm pretty tough myself.
That you are.
I better get going before the car leaves without me.
Tell him if he wakes me up again, I'll curse his kin to the 5th generation.
I will. Love you, my queen.
They are together.
Love you too, princess.
They are together. Oh my god, shut up. Good for you. Good job. Wow.
Getting close now.
Liza is such a heartbreaker, I swear. I mean, I can see why.
So, here I am again. Good to be back. It's hard to believe the last time I set foot here was around a century ago.
We're going back to the town.
Vampires generally aren't allowed to stay in the same place for more than 20 years. Otherwise, people start asking questions. Small towns have surprisingly long memories, but you can usually come back once it makes sense for you to pass as your own offspring. Nowadays, they call permission to stay a vampire visa.
Vampire visa?
Higher society granted me one for this town decades ago, but I just haven't been ready until now. I'm not sure why, but I feel like I owe my old friends a visit in this new millennium, even if it is at a cemetery.
A cemetery? Who died? Trophin or who?
Here we are. That will be 200 coins.
How much?
I thought I asked you to stop by the field.
Sorry, lady. No dice. Too much snow.
Bargain.
200? That would be a ripoff even if you brought me to the right place. But you know that yourself, don't you? Here's 120, and that's with a tip included, considering it's New Year's Eve.
Fair enough. If you don't mind me asking, why did you choose to come here? This place is, well, it's a bit of a hole. No offense.
None taken. Trust me, I know. Honestly, I'm not so sure myself. I used to live here. I guess I just wanted to walk down memory lane.
You know, you don't have to give him, you know, to tell him this.
Good luck with that. And hey, Happy New Year's Eve.
Bye, bitch.
Happy upcoming New Year.
Have a nice day, bitch. Explore the town.
This monument was built to commemorate the brave men and women who saved dozens of lives and prevented further disaster during the town hall tragedy.
We saved the
That
people.
night indeed became an important one in the town's history. Due to Ivan's bomb being defused, the rescue operation was swift and simple, and those who weren't already dead or dying all made it back home.
Nice.
I wish the sign mentioned Gosha by name. She was the true hero in all this. Without her, just like it says there, the outcome could have been a disaster for the ages, since so many of the horrors beneath Town Hall were vampire-related. Shortly after the rescue operation, the higher society sent a hypnotist crew, a well-trained, powerful group of vampires. Of course, there wasn't any enchantment strong enough to completely remove those memories. However, they did manage to alter them enough to convince the humans that what they saw was all standard prison torture practices.
Yes, torture
Horrible
practices,
and illegal,
prison, all of
yes,
that.
but nothing beyond the depthless depravity of mortal beings. The corpse chamber and draining floor. No.
Oopsie.
The Countess, predictably, kept adjusting with the times and growing her fortune.
Of course.
After the Cabernet producing facility at the town hall was destroyed, she took a loss and had to pivot. However, when the doctor terminated their contract, she never ended up finding a decent replacement. It didn't take her too long to bounce back, though. More partners came forward soon enough, and eventually other business opportunities presented themselves. Some say the Countess is now running one of the biggest mafia networks in the country.
Of course.
It's only rumor, of course, but in all honesty, I would certainly not put something like that past her.
I would see that. You. No!
The Countess.
I didn't want to sit on that. Oh, Jesus. There you go.
The
Mafia
infamous
5 gave me the
Savelli
Countess.
Skortsov,
Yes.
the purportedly non-corrupt mayor of town, ended up being a ruthless sociopath. The fact that Gosha defused Ivan's bomb meant two things for him. One, that the building didn't crumble on top of his own head after the explosion, meaning that he survived the night. And two, that when I took the townsfolk to help free the prisoners, he was taken by surprise and captured. As one would imagine, given Savelli's deeds, he spent the rest of his life behind bars. Perhaps his greatest legacy is that he became somewhat of a folklore figure. Mothers in this area often frighten their children by telling them that bloody Savelli will snatch them up if they don't behave.
Ouch.
In contrast, the next mayor the town elected remained in his position for nearly a decade and was entirely inconsequential. During that whole time, he arguably did less to improve the town than Savelli did in a few months. But then again, he didn't organize brutal murders beneath town property. Well, at least that we know of.
You.
Victoria.
She died.
Wait a minute. Victoria. I never ended up telling someone to release her from the basement, did I?
And I did it on purpose.
Since I haven't heard anything about her since, I have to assume she died from not having access to her vessel.
Deserved.
What can I say? She should have thought about the risks before she tried to kill me.
Deserved, Pookie.
What can I say? There's never a dull night with Elisa. There aren't many who have the privilege of being friends with this mysterious creature. So, I'm proud to be one of the lucky ones. How many vampires can say that they've seen the sunrise after being turned? I am yet to meet another but her. Only her unique blend of intelligence, passion, and a touch of madness could achieve such results. Her technique, however, brought about much more than just her famous sunrise paintings, which, I must say, are a huge hit among the vampiric community. I often use a version of it in my clinic for both vampire and human anesthetic purposes, and have helped introduce this practice throughout the vampiric medical community. When her vampiric visa in town expired, sadly, Elisa had to abandon her hookah bar. Such is the fate of most vampiric enterprises. However, people remembered it fondly years after its closure and told stories of legendary nights spent there. The tales grew with embellishments until no one knew what was true. Like any good story eventually. There were vampires who attempted to recreate Elisa's success by building their own such establishments, but no one was able to quite capture her same type of magic.
I feel like it was her that was bringing the magic, you know, not the
wherever
place.
she goes,
Was
she
her.
manages to start a new venture and turn it into something special. To selfishly put this all aside for a moment, I'm just so incredibly happy we're together. Who knew that I would fall for someone like her? But then again, there really isn't anyone quite like her, is there?
Well, that was nice, wasn't it? Let's move in the town. Can I be a vampire? Oh my god, I can be a vampire. The saloon? Anastasia. It's her. It's her.
Not long after our chat on the roof, Anastasia finally managed to finish her cello piece.
Like
the girl in the
her
wine
house.
dress, she called it. I think I know who might have served as inspiration. The song was a breakout success, but it was only the beginning.
It's a little bit
Soon
too loud
enough,
though,
she
the
was one
song.
of the most renowned composers in the country. Anastasia lived a long and fulfilling life, and on top of all that, she never forgot her students. With her newly earned fortune, she rebuilt her music school, which is now one of the most prestigious establishments in Eastern Europe. It's also famous for its funding program for low-income students, allowing thousands of talented musicians to find their calling. To this day, her work is still studied and played all around the world, inspiring people decades after her passing.
Good thing that
To
we
no one's
convinced
surprise,
her.
Anastasia and Evgeny never managed to patch things up.
Good.
Soon enough, they got a divorce. An amicable one as far as those go. Believe it or not, Evgeny ended up marrying his pen pal, Ksenia.
Of course he did.
The very same young woman who, unwittingly, almost cost her future husband his life. Evgeny published a couple more books, but outside of the poem he so generously dedicated to me, the new works received rather lukewarm receptions.
Because he wasn't
He did,
good.
however, seem to find domestic bliss with Ksenia and a steady job as a columnist in a reputable literary journal.
Fun. Oh my god. Oh no, this is where her school was. Not her house, this is where the school was. The vodka bar! Shut up, it's still here.
This place sure looks grimy, but not without its own kind of charm.
It's the vodka bar. Oh my goodness.
Kirill, it's been a while since I thought about you. For as long as I stayed in town, nothing really seemed to change in his life. All the same tricks and schemes, and after that, needless to say, we didn't keep in touch.
Nope.
Call me naive, but I always felt there was more to him than met the eye. Perhaps
Maybe it
I would
was.
have learned more if I got to know him better, but of course, it's a little late for that now.
It's a little late, yes. Who cares though? This is where we lived. Oh, the doctor.
After our conversation about his future, to my surprise, Dr. Volkov took my advice and ended his partnership with the countess.
Good.
It took some time and a lot of effort, but he was able to overcome his blood addiction and soon enough resumed his usual work with the patients. Dr. Volkov and I still work together, only now I get to be the one in charge. He's head of medicine at my clinic. The change in power dynamics never seemed to bother him. He always cared about the medicine above any kind of politics.
Good.
He still, of course, has a tendency to overwork, but luckily, his lovely spouse Marina never lets him dive off the deep end. He may not have achieved his dream of revolutionizing Cabernet, but who knows if it was ever even possible. And this way, the doctor and so many people around him, including his patients, are happy and healthy.
Well, that is nice, isn't it? Alright, what else? What was here? Oh!
While I still lived in town, Arbin stayed here for as long as her vampiric visa allowed. We had our fair share of adventures together, and to this day remain close friends. When she finally left, for a while she tried to maintain her establishment from afar. But alas, literary salons went out of fashion, and eventually they built a regular housing project in its place. Arbin overcame her internal struggles about siring and ended up taking several fledglings under her wing. Unsurprisingly, each and every one of them is well and thriving. She often credits me for that, but really, she's always cared for the newly turned, just like the moment I first met her. Arbin eventually moved abroad, but still sends me a case of delicious red every year.
Beautiful. Wow. Yeah. Ah. That's funny. Alright, who else? Who else do we miss?
What do you know? The store is still here.
If you're looking for champagne, vodka, or flowers, Don't bother. They're all out.
Is that right?
Well, why else do you think I'm still open? All the demand and no other supply. That's good business.
Nice flowers you have there.
Happy New Year's Eve.
What is the flowers?
The bouquet over there, please.
Thank you.
Cutting it a bit late with the presents, aren't you? You'd better hurry home, or you'll miss the president's speech.
Not for me.
Thanks, but I don't think I'll be watching this year. Not my cup of tea.
What? Why not? Don't you care about your own country? See, that's the problem with your generation. You hold nothing sacred.
Poke him in the eye.
Really? And what generation do you think that is?
Generation of spoiled brats.
Give me my money back.
You've seen nothing, done nothing, and fought for nothing. You have all the freedom in the world, but no, you just complain and demand more.
And we are gonna demand
Show
more.
some respect and be grateful for once.
No. Idiot.
Are you finished? Listen, I'm not who you think I am, but I don't expect you to understand that.
You're kinda dumb.
Mark my words. I've seen this happen to our country time and time again. At this point, I feel it in my bones. Like how some with arthritis can feel rain coming.
What are you babbling about, girl?
Shut up.
Every time there was hope, a person like that man came to crush it. No one has found a way to break the cycle yet. So, of course, I've come to not expect much. All I'm asking is, think. Think and care about your fellow man. Then, make your own choices.
How much have you had to drink?
More than you, idiot.
Enough for a lifetime. Trust me. Happy upcoming New Year.
Bitch.
It's moments like these that I regret making fun of the hussar for smoking.
Are you all right, dear? Hope you don't mind me asking. You look out of sorts.
Yes. Yes, I am. Thank you.
Do you have a place to go tonight? It's New Year's Eve, after all.
You have the
No
same
good
voice
being
as
by
Fine now.
yourself.
Thank you. I do have some old friends I'm visiting.
Oh, that's lovely. Just lovely.
Maybe it is fine now. Reincarnated.
You know, I overheard what you were saying back there.
Yes. He deserved it.
I know it sounded a little rough, but trust me, he needed to hear it.
He did.
Oh, no, dear. I didn't mean it that way. I would have said the exact same thing. I was just like you when I was younger. Didn't let anyone walk over me.
Good.
I'm not as young as I look.
Let's talk again in 50 years, dear. See who's right about this.
Sounds good.
That Chernov, though, he's trouble, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just as we managed to turn this rusty ship around, they're pulling the wheel again. Still, all this time, I never lost hope. Not once. And you shouldn't either, dear.
Thank you. I think I needed to hear that today.
I think I lost my hope, though.
You remind me of an old friend of mine.
Friends, of course. Sorry for keeping you, dear. Your friends are probably wondering where you are.
Don't worry. They're quite a patient bunch nowadays.
Do you need help?
Do you need any help carrying your bag?
Oh, no, bless you, dear. I live just around the corner.
Really? In the old apartment building?
We're
That's the
finally.
one. My great-aunt used to own it before the revolution, and I inherited it. I'm very lucky.
Oh, it's actually. Oh my god.
It's apartment number 1.
Aww.
Stop by for a cup of tea sometime
Oh my god,
if
they're
you
just
feel
like
lonely.
her.
Have a wonderful year, dear.
Thank you. And you. Well,
That was so nice.
what do you know?
What do you know? They're the same. I love that, honestly. The old church. This is where hussars smoke. Yes!
On the surface, nothing seemed to change all that much in Stefan's life. At least for a while. Same old cards, drinks, and revelry. And, of course, intrigue seemed to follow him everywhere he went. But in reality, everything turned upside down once we freed him from Count Orlov's magic contract. He actually ended up sending his resignation to the Countess via postcard from the Bahamas.
Amazing.
Apparently, Liza was there to witness her fit of rage, and according to her, it was a sight to behold. As much as I would have loved to see it myself, mostly I'm just happy for Stefan. He seemed like a whole new person ever since. I'm also looking forward to meeting his significant other. After all he's been through. For him to have another chance at love.
Beautiful.
Something tells me he might have finally found his new happy eternity.
Beautiful. Good for you, Pookie. Good for you.
Locked. I guess I'll just have to do it like in the good old days.
Good old days, Pookie. Good old days. Can I? There you go. There you go. Are you finished exploring? Yes, I think we are. I think we are. Oh, he died here?
To no one's surprise, Anastasia, soon enough, they got a divorce. An amicable one as far as those go. Believe it or not, Evgeny ended up marrying his pen pal, Ksenia, the very same young woman who, unwittingly, almost caused her future husband his life. Evgeny published a couple more books, but outside of the poem,
he
did,
said
however.
Someone
to my relief,
sending him
Damian
flowers.
was among the many lucky survivors who were rescued from the town hall dungeons. Perhaps even luckier, Damian never ended up on the lower levels of Savelli's underground prison. That left him relatively unscarred, and soon enough he seemed to be back to his old playful self. One thing did seem to change, though. After the events of that night, I certainly noticed him working in the fields much more often. It's hard to find a silver lining to what transpired, but I suppose scaring Damian into a working man may have been one of them.
Ah, poor dude. Poor dude. Marussia!
I always feel a touch of
here,
melancholy when I think of how Marusa's life turned out. Don't get me wrong, she lived a long and full life, and was an exemplary worker and an excellent parent to a bunch of smart and stubborn children, just like herself. I may have meant well when I advised her to temper her expectations, but I always felt that the glow in her eyes got dimmer ever since. Marusa did choose her path herself, and by anyone's standards, she made the best of it. But I just can't help but think there was something more in store for her.
It was, but
and
I
that
didn't have
I
the
could have
choice.
played a part.
Ah, sorry, Pookie. You.
Trofim ended up working for the Countess for the rest of his life.
No.
He didn't drink much ever since our first encounter, and lived well into old age. Was it a happy life? Who's to say? Perhaps it's not just drinking that makes one miserable.
He lived alone?
I only knew Faina for a short time, but somehow the memory of her has never faded. She meant a lot to me. She still does. Rest in peace, dear Faina.
So I'm putting the flowers. Ugh, you.
I didn't know exactly what to expect when I told Gosha about the bomb, but she sure came through that fateful night. As I learned later, Ivan devised a backup plan in case the bomb didn't end up being delivered. But what he didn't plan was on his right-hand woman deactivating the explosive before handing it over to him. When the townsfolk saw what happened and understood the scale of the tragedy that was barely avoided, Ivan was swiftly thrown into jail.
Liza.
I didn't hear whether he was ever pardoned, but I do know for certain that he never returned to politics.
Good. He didn't deserve it, honestly. Oh,
was
you!
killing Oleg the right thing
Yes.
to do? Or was I too rash with my decision? But history does not care for what-ifs. I wonder if the Rusalka is still out there somewhere. Is she finally at peace?
Maybe she is.
I'm happy to report that Petya is still alive and well.
Let's go.
He is, of course, still bound to Matilda's body, but at this point, I think even if someone offered him a different form, he'd turn it down. He may have never made it as a great salesman, but in a way, the fact that he no longer interacted with customers in his new body only did him good. Petya opened a small doll boutique, and it turns out, when someone else was selling his dolls, people absolutely loved them. He
So
never took
wasn't
it
a good
personally,
spark,
though.
but like,
Petya was just happy that the dolls found good homes.
that's lovely.
Of course, to open a business, he needed a human for the paperwork, and who happened to step up but his old friend Liza. She was the
Good.
face of his company for quite some time, during which they became the best of pals again. Human or vampire, that's something I never imagined happening in a million years. But life is just full of surprises.
I'm happy that Petya is still alive.
Gosha proved herself a true hero by disarming the bomb prior to the attack on Town Hall. Many assumed that after Ivan, their golden-throated leader, went to prison, the local revolutionary cause would fall apart. But, yet again, brave Gosha came to the rescue. She assembled what was left of the group and pivoted towards peaceful change.
She was a better
Ultimately,
ruler, though.
she turned it into a legitimate political party that existed for decades after her eventual passing.
Good for you.
During the years she led the movement, she helped steer the country away from many a tragedy, although, of course, plenty couldn't be avoided.
Good for you, Gosha. You...
After I told Roman the truth about myself, he immediately volunteered to become a vampire himself.
Why didn't you do that?
He was beside himself with excitement to learn that so many of his beloved stories were true, and he wanted to be a part of that world as well. After all, his dream was to travel and learn about folklore and culture, and an eternity to do just that seemed perfect. I accompanied him on his expeditions a few times, but I couldn't travel as much due to my medical duties, so he often journeyed on his own. He managed to connect with all kinds of people and hear the legends of their homes and ancestors.
That's beautiful.
It wasn't just for his pleasure either. He published several tomes on world folklore, which were translated to dozens of languages. He loved the people around him, and he shared that love in his favorite way, through his books and stories.
So, is he a vampire or not? I don't think he is. He just wanted to be, but he wasn't turned. Do you want to stay here, I guess? I don't know. Okay. Are you ready to move on? Yes. Are we ready to move on? Yes, we are.
I did what I came for. I suppose it's time to go home.
Let's go home.
Oh!
Okay.
Strange. Snakes usually brumate over the winter. Their metabolism slows down, they stop eating, and hide out underground till it's warmer. Nobody must have come here for ages. I bet I scared it out of its hiding spot.
Poor dude.
Slithering back to the shadows. How the mighty have fallen.
That was beautiful. The church, I never.
Oof. The church sure has seen better days. What does the sign say?
Let's see. Can I finally enter the church? This building has been deemed dangerous due to snake infestation and is hereby condemned. Demolition of the structures and consequent building of a public swimming pool is planned to begin this spring. Department of Health.
Condemned? Wait a minute. So, it's not technically a church anymore, and I don't need an invitation.
We can finally go in.
Does that mean I can enter it?
Finally. Oh my god, we can finally see it.
Wow.
Wow.
It's been over a century since I've been inside a church. I'd forgotten how it looks. I never quite made up my mind how I felt about religion before I was turned, and then it didn't feel like I could anymore. But somehow it just feels good to be here right now.
Let's explore.
Oh, damn it.
Oh no. Wait, what?
The Morozov family.
Aww.
Minus father and me, of course. I remember how even before I was allowed to touch matches
What happened with
in church, Mother would let me light candles for people we knew. I loved doing it, partly because of the excitement of the dangerous forbidden flame, but it was also more than that. Although I never knew if there was someone or something listening on the other side. It felt important. Why don't I light some candles now? I may not get another chance.
Beautiful. But I wanna see the church first. Can I not go there? Fine. Old church candles. Where's the candle?
There.
Kolya.
It's not easy being an older sister, but being a younger brother must have also had its challenges. Kolya adjusted surprisingly well, all things considered, and he somehow managed to keep his humanity.
Good.
He tried
Good.
not to show it, but back when I told him what I saw on the lower floors of the underground prison, I could tell he was truly shaken. I feel that in some way, it helped to save his sanity. For decades now, he's been working with organizations helping the poor and those with addiction.
That's lovely. I'm happy that we transformed
I'm
him.
proud of you.
Good for you,
This
Kolya.
one is for you, dear brother. People tend to say only good things about the dead, but we all knew Father was far from perfect.
Not even 1%.
Slowly, but surely, drinking turned him from a kind and loving person into a monster. And I know more than most what it means to be one. I wish this story had a happy ending, but Mom couldn't take it any longer and left the house a year after the summer I was turned. Her brother, Uncle Mitko, took her in, and Father didn't take it so well. His debts kept growing, and so did his drinking. He died from cirrhosis 5 years later.
Basically, yeah.
I often wonder if there was something else we could have done to help him.
No, he needs to
But
help himself.
The truth is, he made his own choices.
He made his own choices.
Still, he was my father, and I knew that underneath his sickness, he loved me. And I loved him too. Of course, according to higher society laws, we're never supposed to get in touch with family, but Kolya and I bent the rules just a little. We got into some trouble, of course, but that's a whole other story. Rest in peace, dear mother and father. Funny thing, for over a century I've lived so many lives. Different names, cities, friends, and enemies. I've seen more people live and die than one can count, or care to remember. But even after all this time, I still think about my family. They never faded away. I could have done things differently, and every day I have to live with my choices and my mistakes. Some of them are heavy and bury themselves deep in my gut. From what I hear, every vampire receives a keepsake like that sooner or later. Maybe that's the true payment for eternal life. Or maybe it's a part of any life, really. I don't know if they ever fully go away. If I'm honest, I don't think so. But they remind me to do things differently, to be better. And when I do, sometimes I feel human again. Last candle left. I think I know what I'll light it for. I've seen people in this country go through so much suffering. Wars, revolutions, tyranny, famine. So much has happened, and yet so little has changed. Some people say this country is cursed, hopeless. I don't know if I believe that. I've seen fates crushed by a short sentence. I've seen lives saved by a simple embrace. No matter what they say, a person's choice can make a difference. So you might as well do your best.
Do your best,
Who
guys.
knows? Maybe one day we'll all make enough of the good ones. And for now, there is hope. Demons may be hereditary, but we are in charge of them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year! Oh, shut up, that was so cute. Okay, I love this ending more because this one was the good ending. That was so nice. Happy New Year, guys! Oh my god, it's the 2000s again. We can try it again and do it all over again, you know, and do it better. That was so cute. Okay, let's move it. That was so nice. It decided to put more effort in this ending because this is like the true ending. The other one was like the bad ending, you know? So this one was like the true ending of the game. Beautiful. You know what I'm sad about? I didn't find the last piece of the painting, and I wanted to know what that painting was. And I don't know where the painting was, like the last piece. I don't know where. It feels like I looked everywhere. But yeah, that was Cabernet. Honestly, I want to give like some thoughts and opinions about this game. The story was so nice. The idea of the vampire, honestly, like the end of the game, the chapter 7, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. Like the whole Cabernet thingy, because like, you know, Arban said about they're giving the blood and they think that it's for the greater good and blah blah blah, but we also use it as a Cabernet and blah blah blah. But like to have like a whole fucking factory of like blood, like human blood, that was insane. I didn't think anything about that. Like that was amazing. The trending was very lovely. It felt a bit, it didn't feel rushed, which was nice again, I guess. It was a lot of speaking, but I feel like we needed that for every character that we interacted with and like we had a quest with. We needed that to have like closure. So you know what? I do have my closure. The other ending was a bit rushed. Yes, it was a bit like rushed and abruptly finished and stuff. Like we just burned everything. That's it. Like did Liza just went cray cray? Probably. I do like that I didn't need to drink blood from bunnies. I don't like that. I can drink blood from people, but not bunnies. Anything but the animals. Save the animals. I love that it was a bit political, especially because if you think about it, like these kind of political situations kind of happen over and over again, which I love that I can see what the developers like, you know, their orientation, and you know what, I appreciate that. I love that, you know, I don't know, it's hard to make a game that also has something political about it because people will not receive it very well, and I don't think it will ever be received well because we are, you know, we are living right now in a time where having different political like thoughts and stuff is just like we're starting wars because of that again and again. And you know, like people do not respect, most of the people do not respect others' political views. I'm not saying you should respect political views that are, you know, that are very wrong. But like, I'm just saying that it's not something that people like to talk about and to see, especially in video games, you know? They just want, I guess, more lightweight games. And I love that they put that as well. So I do appreciate that. I know that the game had some bugs here and there, but to be fair, it wasn't that painful as other games that I've played. So for example, like I remember I played, I think it was Assassin's Creed like a long time ago because I'm old. I think it was Assassin's Creed like Brotherhood or Revelations. Anyway, it was one of those. Maybe Revelations. I think it was Revelations. And the game was so goddamn buggy, like for the money that I paid for that game, and it was so freaking painful to play because of the old problems. So like, this one didn't feel that bad, you know? I love that you could have changed other like characters' pets. That was nice. It was a bit challenging to understand that I can do that, and that I needed to befriend them and all of that, but like it was fun. I don't enjoy that you didn't let me, like you didn't let me search for the last piece at the end of the game, okay? For the last piece of the puzzle, but that was my problem, I guess. What else did I love? I love that we saw, you know, like real authors and real books, and they were talking about real authors and real books and real stories. That was so nice because it just felt like you were playing, that you were there, you know, like you were in the 80s. I mean 1800s. Anyway, that was really nice. So overall, it was such a nice game. I enjoyed it until the last drop. Vampire pun. I enjoyed it until the last drop, and I honestly wanted to play something like this for a long time, where you had a bit, you know, where you would have customization. I love a bit of customizations in game, where you would have like so many characters that you can interact with, where you would have, you know, like so many changes of the stories, when you would have dialogue that would actually mean something. It felt like every dialogue that we had in the game meant something, like it wasn't useless, you know? I don't like games that use a lot of dialogue just to like make the game like bigger, to lose more hours just to like create, to justify the price that you pay for a game. And I love that the game was not expensive for the things that they put here. And I love that it's affordable, and it's a lovely experience, and it feels like it's a game that I can start again, and I can, you know, make other choices. So that is also very nice that you can replay it. And yeah, overall for me it wasn't a 10 out of 10, but it was like a 9 out of 10. for me. That's my personal opinion. I loved it. It was my kind of game. It was the kind of game that I used to play and that I enjoyed, and that I love it. I love the narrations, the narrative games, but like I don't like when the narrations goes too much and you lose the thing and you lose the purpose, and everything here was for something. So that was my take on Cabernet. All right, that was all. I hope you also enjoyed it. Tell me what you thought about it. I'm very curious. But that was Cabernet. The end.